Hi everyone, so I am just going to wait a couple of minutes to see if anyone is live and here before I begin, really. Yeah, it's still very snowy here in Pennycook. I've been out earlier on today walking down to take my little boy down to the leisure centre for his taekwondo, went for a walk, came back, now drinking. This is like kind of easy digestive kombucha, kind of cheats one. And it's apple cider vinegar, like a tiny wee dash, in water with a fizz stick and Digestion Plus, which is a probiotic for your stomach. So this is giving me my zing back. But what I want to talk to about today, I put a post on my Facebook page and asking if I could speak about anything, what would you like to hear? And I got some PMs with responses, some people commented on the post, and somebody commented that they would love to know how I can keep positive even when life feels shitty, even when it feels that it's difficult. Or Maria's put, it's lovely. It's actually a little bit like a non-alcoholic cider. It's really tasty. I use a pomegranate fizz stick. Anyway, I digress. So I was actually in the process of cleaning my kitchen and listening to an audiobook. And all these ideas were coming forward. I was thinking about that question and I thought, screw it, I'm just going to jump on quickly and let you know, talk about it. I'm back. Yes, I'm back. So what happened was I went on to my Wi-Fi, and my Wi-Fi is not great, especially when my teenage daughter is up the stairs, no doubt, streaming videos. So that's going to my 4G. So thank you for staying with me. So I'm talking today about how to get through those shitty things in life with a positive. That's the question I was asked. How do you get it through with a positive mindset? So first of all, I'd like to say, during those shitty periods, and I've literally just come through one before Christmas, I don't feel positive. Ta-da! And it's lovely that people might think that, but during that time, I don't feel positive. I feel shit. I feel like the situation's shit. And this might not be what you thought that you were going to hear today. But let me tell you something. Even though at that time it feels utter crap, I'm angry at the world, I'm angry at myself, everything just feels like it's coming in around me, I want to go in a hole, I never want to see anybody ever again, I'm snapping at my kids and my husband, my business is going to pot, absolutely everything feels like it's crumbling down. There is something inside me, and I'd love, 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 love to plant that seed inside you today, if that feels good for you. And it will, so just do it. But planting that seed inside of you that says your natural settings, and this is what I teach in the Gaia Code, your natural settings are happiness, well-being, love. They're your natural settings. And if you're not feeling these positive feelings, then it's something that you're doing or actioning or telling yourself or believing that's taking you away from that. So that doesn't mean that these things don't happen and we don't get into the sort of crappy situations and life doesn't feel rubbish. But there is something inside me that knows that one, this too shall pass. That secondly, I am the one that is creating my own reality, and that's a hard one. See, to be really honest, when I first got that realisation, I thought, nah, I'm not liking that, that's not great, because basically that means complete and utter self-responsibility. I am responsible for my life, even if it feels like such and such a person did this to me, and this happened to me, and all these things outside happened to me, even when my son broke his leg. And I was in hospital and I was doing all these things and I was worried and all that. I could easily have said, no, I'm feeling this way because my son's broke his leg. And this is difficult for me. This is challenging. I'm seeing him in pain. I don't like this. Which is all true, by the way. And at the same time, it was all to do with my thinking round that. It was all to do with my feelings round that. Now, I could have stayed in that shitty place, and to be honest, in times of past I have done for weeks, months, even a year or so, been in that real down place, that place of what's the point? I don't trust anybody, there's no point, I'm not good enough. All this stuff was coming through. But there was still something inside of me, and this is inside each and every one of us. I am not special, I am not unique, I have not got this secret. I have got what you have all got. I have got the ability to create my own reality. So if you're at that stage right now and your life feels shit, it feels like you don't want to be here, you don't want to be in it, you don't want to be doing it, over and over again, do something different. Just anything. So mine right now is my health and well-being. So my health-wise, physical health, hasn't been great. It's not been great for a long, long time. I've tried things and then I've stopped doing it and then I've come back to it and all this. So I wasn't walking my talk in that place. Hands up, I did not walk my talk for long enough. And I told myself, oh, it's because of this, so this is hereditary, it's all that. It's just crap. Guys, it's just utter crap. The truth, I can't actually believe I'm saying this on live, but anyway, I am. The truth of the matter is, I knew what to do, and I'll guarantee you, you all know what to do. You know what to do to feel better. You know what to do to get out of the situation that you're in, but we just don't do it. So, one thing that I absolutely love doing, and I would suggest to anyone, is a little bit of self-development. Now, we can get lost in the world of self-development. There's a lot of information out there. Go with the things that resonate with you. At the moment, because I'm constantly developing, I've not got all the answers, my life isn't absolutely perfect and wonderful, so I know that I can shift and change. I know what my strengths are, and I know the areas that I can work on, that I can bring my strengths to. So self-development is something that helps me. So I've been reading the 5-second rule with Mel Robbins. Now, this has been in my wish list, Kindle and Audible book for a long time, and it's only now that I've started reading it. So if anybody's done that, I've bought like a self-development book and it's on your shelf, maybe a time to revisit. So I have been listening to the Audible, and basically she talks about the 5-second rule. So what she does, she struggled to get up in the morning. When her alarm went off, she snoozed, she snoozed, she snoozed. Now, she thought that she struggled to get up in the morning. Nah, she just didn't feel like getting up. She just didn't feel like it. For me, I know that if I went on walks more and exercised more and eat the things that I know completely nourish me more so, that I will feel better. And guess what? Sometimes I just don't feel like it. I really just don't feel like it. And it's those not feeling like it moments, not feeling like looking for a new job, not feeling like getting out of the relationship, not feeling like reaching out and speaking to somebody new for a new relationship, all these things that you're not feeling like is what is creating your reality, because that's what you're actioning or not actioning. So, I have decided that I am going to be my own best friend, my own mentor, my own coach, as well as having my other coaches as well. But I'm going to be, because I'm the one that's with me day in, day out. And any time that I don't want to do something, yet I know it's the best thing for me to do, and I go into that place of, oh, I can't be bothered, all that, you know the story, yeah? I'm just going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up, movement, any sort of movement in the direction that I want to go in. If it's getting up early in the morning, I used to do this with the guy I get up, and I've started doing it again, it's amazing. So my alarm goes off, and before I was one that did a lot of my Facebook work in the morning in my bed. So what I do now, the alarm goes off, I put on my morning music, I've got my headphones beside me, and I get up and I just move to music. And the idea is whether I'm just bouncing, okay, or the step, the disco. If you were sort of 80s kids, you did the step thing to the disco, and I'm still doing this on live. Right, you did that too. Or bouncing, like whatever feels good, shaking your arse, whatever. Just move. That is moving you on a cellular level, okay? That is moving all those old thought patterns that you had where you were usually lying in your bed. You've already shifted because you're actually out of your bed now. You're changing this morning thing. So I call this Rise with Gaia, the Gaia Get Up, and get out of bed. And again, it has just been affirmed to me by the 5-second rule, because guess what, guys? We all know this stuff, and it's just about doing it. So if you want to get through the crap times with a positive attitude, first of all, remember that might not be where you're at the moment. And that's all right. That's okay. But don't stay there. Don't stay there. Right? We all know that putting the shit onto the roses helps the roses to grow. But too much will kill your roses. Okay? So if you're there, okay, own it. Be honest. Be completely where you are. I'm going to put this down before I spill it. My hands, I'm just moving. So, then what to do is make a decision. Make a decision in the direction you want to go in. Whether you call it a goal, whether you call it a dream, it doesn't matter. Just make the decision. So if the decision is to be healthier, or the decision is to get a new job, or the decision is to end your relationship, or the decision is to make a new relationship, whatever they are, make the decision that that's what you're going to do. Okay? And think about things that you've got to do to get there. So, I mean, you'll know them. If it's healthy eating, stop eating shit. Move your body more. If it is ending a relationship, go and speak to them. Make the decision, make the call. If they're lying in the bed beside you, wake them up, whatever it is, and just say, listen, I'm not happy. I'm not happy in this relationship anymore. It is not serving me. And I know this has got nothing to do with you, although you could probably sit and blame them for all these things. Just say, this is a decision that I've made for me. And then do something. You're shifting it, you're changing it, rather than sitting worrying about it, sitting thinking over and over and over again. If it's a new relationship, reach out. Literally stand in your room and go, I am available. I am available. I am an amazing person. I am worthy of an amazing relationship, regardless of what's happened in the past. You're not the person you were in the past. And go out there and meet people. And I hear it all the time, oh, where do you meet people? Go out. Before there was internet, before there was all that, us people met people. And the history of the world, we met people. So go out, make an effort. See people, go to different events, go to a club, do it like just whatever feels, go for a walk. Whatever, but you're going to have to keep showing up to this. And this is the guidance that I'm doing. And I'm not just giving guidance here. I'm giving action plans, because we get so much information. 90% of it you already know on some level. But there's not an awful lot about the actioning. And that's what I love about teaching the Gaia Code. Because anything you think about, focus and action becomes your reality. So, I went out, took my son down to his taekwondo today. It's very snowy here. We've got about a foot of snow. On top of another lot that was there yesterday. I got an extra snow last night. And I was humming and hawing. Hubby's got the car. Did I take him or not? I probably wasn't going to take the car anyway because it was really icy. And I thought, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, no, go. Put on your boots. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if they're pink hiking boots, who cares? Go out. And I walked him down. And then I walked back up the hill. And I was going to go home. And when I walk up the hill, I'm a bit out of breath. And I thought, oh, right, okay, I'm just glad to get home. And then I kind of walked past my house. And I just thought, oh, I'm just going to keep walking. And I walked, and I probably walked for another 1.5 miles afterwards. Because I just kept saying, I could go home, but actually where I want to be is healthier. And yeah, I've got other things that I could be doing right now, but I'm already got my shoes on, I'm already out, so let's just walk a little bit more. And I walked a little bit more. And then I walked a little bit more. And then I walked a little bit more. And see, by the time I came home, I mean, it just seems so simple. But by the time I came home, I felt fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Why? Because I just went literally that extra mile. I walked the extra mile today. And that's inspired me to tidy my kitchen and listen to my Audible book a lot more. And I would listen to music, which is absolutely great. But sometimes when I want to get the self-development in, and I also want to be moving my body that fits with my goals, an Audible book is great. And I just decided to do it. I just decided to jump on here right now, to answer that question about how can you stay positive through shitty times, what do I do in order to get through it? And that's, again, as I said, for those that are just joining again, in the beginning, the shitty times are shit. They feel crap, they feel horrible, you don't want to be there, and I get it, I understand that. I don't think anybody is different. Even from that to even getting up in the morning sometimes, like I don't want to do it. It's cold, it's dark, it's winter, nobody should be getting up in the morning. I'm going to stay here for another half an hour. And I can completely and utterly do that. But does that action get me closer to my goal? Does it get me closer to my health? Does it get me closer to that? And that health isn't away from me, it's inside me. Optimum health, well-being, happiness, love, joy, all the things that people are searching for are our natural settings. We've got to look at what we're doing, what actions we're taking to take us away from that if that's not what we're feeling. Okay? So my actions is maybe staying in bed a bit longer, is maybe eating more than what my body's going, enough, not listening to that part, not eating the things that I know is going to really nourish my body, not moving as much as I could. And I love to dance, I love to move, I love to walk, but I can easily tell myself that feels crap. So that's what I do. And I remember that even though times can feel really shitty, okay, times can feel really hard and gritty and all of these things, even though all of that happens, one, life still moves on. Everything is constantly changing. It doesn't stay winter forever, doesn't stay summer forever. Everything is moving, everything is shifting, everything is changing, and I have got that within me as well. I can shift, I can change, I can move. I don't have to be in the same place I was before. Now, if you can hear that dingly music, there's another thing I do, right? Good reminder. So I don't know if you heard that or not, but I've got an alarm set for 4 or 5 times because I've just gone through a really shitty time, right? I've got this alarm set that says heart connection. And I've got it set for 5 times during the day. And what that means, and I'll just do it with you because it's happened now and obviously we're meant to, is I just place my hand on my heart and I take a few breaths. And what I'm doing is I'm coming back to me. Even if I'm sitting on a bus, even if I'm in the middle of a work, even if I am arguing with one of my kids, no matter what I'm doing at that moment in time, I just take a minute. And even if you're in front of somebody, you can just put your heart here, your hand here on your heart, and take a breath. And this is reminding me to come back to me, to come back in, to fill my cup up with what I need. And if I can't do it for as much as what I need at that moment in time, I know my alarm's going to be going off later again. And I can do it then. But it's so important to remember to fill your cup up. And what I mean by that is just take a moment, just to leave everything outside. And that's why I close my eyes as well. Because that just is your brain's way of saying, come in, closing my eyes to the outside world. And you're coming in and you're feeling yourself. You're feeling your body. You're listening. What do I need? It might be that I'm super thirsty right now and I hadn't even noticed. It might be that I'm looking for some nourishment. It might be that you have been sitting in this place for so long and I could get up and move. And I'll get up and I'll just wiggle about and I'll shake it all off and whatever. That's something that I do numerous times a day. And why have I put this in? Because I don't remember. I haven't been remembering about looking after me and taking care of me. So this is what I do to come back to it. It's what I do to shift the shit. That's what it's called, a shit shifter. Okay? And if you want to shift the shit, you've got to move. It's not going to shift for you. You've got to shake, you've got to move, you've got to laugh, you've got to go out, you've got to do something different. And when you do, I will guarantee you that things will shift for you. Okay, because positivity, all these things that I talked about, happiness, because when we say that I just want to be positive, I always get about, what does that actually mean? Well, actually for me, it means I just want to be healthy, I want to be happy, I want to have my well-being there, I want all these things, because that's what feels positive to me. And that is natural setting. Your natural setting is positive. Your natural setting is well-being. And it's something that you're doing, thinking about, actioning, focusing on, that's taking you away. So if it's about an ex, if it's about somebody that's hurt you, and you keep thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, you are still stuck there. You're still prisoner. You're still in that relationship that you're giving energy to. Cut the ties. Block them on Facebook. Move away. Decide that is it. That is it. They are not taking my valuable space. They're not even entering into my reality anymore. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing with, well, mine was pizza. Okay? I had a bad relationship with pizza. Right? It was if I feel down, can't be bothered, therefore don't want to cook, therefore get a pizza. Okay? And then the more things that I was telling myself was hard, the more times it was just easier. I'll just grab a pizza. And I told myself, I love pizza, that's my absolute favourite. And even though during eating it and after it I'd feel bloated and not feel great, and next day feel like, I don't know if you've ever had a food hangover, it is a thing, it is crap. And then I went to a course recently. Again, I'm always developing. If I've got something that I'm struggling with, I'm not going to sit back and go, oh, well, there you go. I'm going to look at ways to be able to help myself shift them. So I knew that I had a negative belief pattern. So I went to a hypnotherapy workshop, and it talked about beliefs. It talked about all different things. It was really insightful. And they did hypnotherapy at the end, which I have to admit was I really struggled with hypnotherapy. Funny enough, my conscious mind does not like letting go. And my throat started closing up, and I had tears. Although I didn't feel emotional, I had tears rolling off my face. And I knew I had to stay with it. And when I did, it was totally fine. And actually, mine was to have a kind of a block from pizza and cheese, to be honest. And it was only last week, and I haven't. On the way home, my husband said, oh, our daughter is ordering a pizza. Do you want something? Now, usually, the automatic response would be yes. Pizza, yes. And I would have to work to be able to say, actually, no, because that's not good for me, and I'd have to do that work. Or I would just say yes. But after this hypnotherapy, it was like, I actually have, I don't want pizza. I really actually don't want it. I just don't feel it. I'm just not feeling it. So that's intrigued me about that and the other neural pathways that we can look to do, because the mind is an amazing thing. So just know that whatever your mindset is, hypnotherapy might be the way for you. The Rise with Gaia morning practice might be the way for you. Shaking your body might be the way for you. Whatever it is, do something different. Do something that takes you into that, literally do something, okay? And that will change your life. Those little actions, because it's a thought that focus on and becomes an action that then becomes your reality. So how to get through those shitty times in life and keep that positive feeling, which is happiness, well-being, love, all these beautiful feelings, is to recognise it's already there. You don't have to search for it, you don't have to go for it, you don't have to do anything outside yourself. It's in you already. So if you're not feeling it, it's because you're doing something to take you away from it. So recognise this is self-empowerment, know thyself. So I know within me is happiness, well-being, love, positivity, all of these things. And I just have to remember. And I just have to do what happiness would do, and do what love would do, and do what joy would do. And that might be going out for a walk in the snow. It might be getting up and doing something that I don't particularly want to do, but I know it's the right thing to get to that place of happiness, which is health. Okay, so I might have to have that green drink in the morning that looks like sludge. And that's okay. That's okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down the hatch. If you have not read the book, The 5-Second Rule, I'd suggest you do. It is something that I'm applying again. Anything that can help me come back to myself, come back to happiness, come back to that place of home, really, I will do. I will do. I will learn about. I will try. I am open-minded to these things. And that's the joy about this. That is the absolute joy, that we are in control. You are our creatrix. Sarah's listening to the 5-Second Rule. Brilliant. Brilliant. It is such It's just a reaffirming of things that we already know. Hi, Fiona. Hi, Bruce. It's reaffirming things that we already know deep inside us. We already know that it's our thoughts. It's that whole debate. Like, I'm going to say, oh, don't do that. That's definitely the comfort zone. What happens if they're upset about you? What happens if they're like, and we're in this fight? Just do it. Like, literally, look, I have not curled my hair today, right? I've had a hat on. I've went for a walk. Okay? But guess what? I'm here. I was in the middle of cleaning my kitchen and had all these thoughts about doing a Facebook Live. And I was like, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it. Do it. Get out your wee stand, pop your camera on it and just chat to folk. That's what this is all about. That's what I love doing. I love having some sort of inspiration, some sort of insight and sharing it with others. Like, totally love doing that. And I don't have a plan. I didn't have a wee set of what I was going to speak about or talk to you about, other than somebody asked me, how do you get through crap times? How do you stay positive through crap times? And as I said, I thought about it and I thought, actually, during crap times, they're crap. They're crap. And that's all right. That's okay, but I don't need to stay there. I don't need to be 4 feet deep in shit. I don't. And neither do you. Neither do you. And all it takes is a action, a movement in the direction you want to do. You want to go in. You want to change your mindset? Go to a mindset changing classes. You want to move your body? Go for a walk. You want to know what's better nutritionally for you to have? Go see a nutritionist. Like, we have got, like, action something. Don't be afraid. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks. Don't worry if you might look stupid. Don't worry about any of that, because that's just all thought patterns that are actually not taking you to where you want to be. You want to go out on a date? Ask somebody. Like, ask somebody. Ask somebody that you like. What's the worst that can happen? They can say no. Okay. Does that mean anything about you? No, you don't know why they're saying no. It doesn't make any difference. So, Sarah's put, the rule is really helping me get through medication withdrawals. Coming off all the meds I've been on for 6 years, including morphine, is hard. Yeah, I get it. So funny you're saying that, Sarah. I've got a family member at the moment that's going through literally the exact same thing. And I'll do another chat about that, because I'm passionate about helping people like yourself, like this family member, that have basically been told that your chronic pain is something you're just going to have to live with. I'm sorry, but no. Not happening. I am not in any agreement that people should live with pain 24/7. No. Nope. So that family member has taught me to keep looking for ways to be able to not have to be a prisoner to the drugs, a prisoner to that mindset of being told, you know what, this is what you're going to have to deal with the rest of your life at 20-year-old, 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 50-year-old. I don't care how old you are. Nah, screw that. No way. I will do anything within my power to be able to look at different ways. And I've helped people come off their meds. I've helped people with their mindset. I've helped people with pain. I've helped people with feeling depressed, depressive thoughts. I've helped people with when they've felt suicidal, not want to be here anymore. I've helped with all that. Why? I'm not medically qualified, but bloody hell have I got experience in those feelings. I've got experience in watching people suffer. And no, I can't do it. Like, I physically can't do it. I can't stand back and say, do you know what? You're signed off. That's it. I'm signing off on you. That's what your life is going to be. Because if I do that, then I'll do that for myself. And I don't believe that. I believe that we've got everything, and I get excited about this, inside us to survive, thrive, and flourish. Like, everything. And I believe that Gaia, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, shows us how to do that. She is our best teacher. She shows us that we've got those seeds inside us, that we've got the roots. She shows us those things, that we are cyclic. And that's what I'm all about. That's what I want to share. And I'm now often, this is not just because I don't want to carry on cleaning my kitchen, because I'm going to do that. This is because I'm loving chatting with you all. This is because these are the things that have helped me. And I could wait, I could put a course on, I could do it, and I'm going to do that anyway. But this is important. I mean, this is not just about my business and making money and doing a live, because that's good. This is about life. This is about life, guys. This is about being what we know inside us we're here to be. This is about loving every single minute of this life, even the shit. And I've had some shit times over the last year. I've had some shit times throughout my life. I don't know anybody who hasn't. But you know what? I am able to navigate those shit times a little bit better than I did before. I don't feel like I have to put a razor blade under my pillow at night because I don't know if I want to be here in the morning. I don't need to do that anymore. I don't need to wish that I could cut my stomach off because I can't stand it anymore. It makes me feel physically sick. Don't need to do that anymore either. I don't need to block myself in my house, never seeing anybody because I'm so scared that they're going to ask me about family members. I don't have to tell myself that I can't help anybody else because I'm not all sorted. I don't have to do any of that anymore. Why? Because I believe. I believe in me and I believe in every single one of you. Every single one of you. Regardless of what's happened in the past, regardless of where you've been, regardless of what you think about yourself at this moment in time, I can see that potential in each and every one of you. Trust me. I can see it. I've not got these blue eyes for nothing. I can see inside you. I can see your potential. I can see your wellness. I can see your health. I can see your love. So if you tell me that you can't, I go, sorry, but I can see it. And I can show you it too. I can mirror it back to you. I can say, look at that. Look at what you can do. Look at what you can achieve. And I can do that for me too. Because guess what? One thing, none of us are getting out of here alive. None of us. Okay? Most of us are winging it. I've not really met anybody that I think, do you know what? They've got it. They know exactly where they're going, what they're doing. We're all doing that. And as I learn, I will continue to teach. As I learn, I will continue to share. Because I don't believe in suffering. I don't believe in having to live with your pain. I don't believe in any of that. So now it's time for me to get back to cleaning my kitchen. And to... Yeah, I'm all tingly. Oh, I'm all tingly. This feels nice. And yeah, I will be sharing more. You will be having Nikki hours. And guess what? Doesn't matter if you're here or not, I'm going to have it anyway. So, big love to you all. Just recognise that today is your day. Your day. Fill your cup up fully. So it's overflowing everywhere, but fill it up. Okay? You have got everything you need inside of you. Everything. It's all there for you at any moment in time. Believe it. Know it to be true. Okay, really going now. Take care, everyone. Bye.